Francisco great, and why San Francisco always stood out in the rest of this nation as being forward-thinking and cutting edge, even to the most resistant industry of liberal thought, like the criminal justice industry. And this is what I was reminded of, that even at those lowest points that we experienced, and I was sort of feeling and just not sure if I'll ever be able to recover, is why we're here today. It has to do very little now about my reinstatement, about us sort of regaining, I think, the level of recognition and respect that I think was not provided, especially to my wife and my family. But it's about something much larger. It is about what Sheriff Mike Hennessy and I spoke about 2 nights ago, where he said, "God damn it, you don't give up." Inside the jail system, and those who administer to those inside the jail system, and those who are entrusted to be law enforcement, and those where we try to broker trust with those in law enforcement and government, that for those who have hit their rock bottom, for those who have made mistakes, for those who have certainly fallen off the wagon, that we say to them, you don't give up, and we're not a society, especially in San Francisco, where we turn our back on people, where people want to certainly rehabilitate themselves, who want to demonstrate they're good for society, for their family, and for community. That is why we're here today, and to remind people that over 86,000 San Franciscans delivered us as me as sheriff. 86,000 plus people, where we won 7 out of 11 supervisory districts. So we asked them that you certainly should have that democratic right to decide. If you don't want to re-elect me, I understand. If you want to use other means to remove me, I understand. But at least let me demonstrate, why we were elected in the first place, and to show all of you, amongst Labor family, amongst the Iranian community that is here, that I am proudly affiliated with, amongst the Harvey Milk LGBT Democratic Club, and the Bernal Heights Democratic Club, and the Latino Democratic Club, and the Latino Community, and National Lawyers Guild, and the Cardenas Unidos, and so many others that are here that have continued to show their support throughout San Francisco and the Bay Area. Thank you, thank you, thank you on behalf of
Hi Ross, everything looks great. How's your feeling?
Well, it's the motivation and inspiration after 10 months of agony, so it's wonderful. I'll be back. I'm gonna get my son, and he's got to go to luncheon now. Always one for the right tempo said that's enough. So she's right. But as Tammy just reminded us, and by the way, can we at least hear for a huge roar for Tammy Bryant? There have been so many people, day after day, week after week, who have been part of this amazing sort of posse that has grown into a movement unto itself. A lot who can't even be here because it's a Tuesday at noon and people are at work. But we know from our friends who are trying to cleanse the evil spirits over there, to those in the interfaith community that are here with us from all different faiths, to everybody of friends who've been part of this movement. You know who you are. We look forward to celebrating, but it's not about celebrating a reinstatement. This is about renewing a movement. And upon reinstatement, we will make sure this never happens again in San Francisco.
Is give me my family back and let him resume the most important job that young people are facing, and that is to have a progressive sheriff in San Francisco. We all know Ron Mirkarimi, and like any of us, he can make a mistake, but he would never do the things that he has been accused of in these trumped-up charges in the last 10 months. And so today, we're going to go in there and we're going to, in the most respectful manner, make sure that our voices are heard and that this is a mistake that has gone on far too long and needs to be corrected so that we can put the best sheriff we have had since Mike Hennessy told us he was the man to replace him in the sheriff's office.
May Agnes, from first minute this incident happened, you've been really supporting Ross and his family. Why and what do you think is going to happen?
Well, Ross Mirkarimi is an outstanding public servant. He was an outstanding elected member of the Board of Supervisors here in San Francisco, and then he was promoted to be the sheriff. We need him in public life because he is an honorable man, an outstanding public official. I supported him for every office he ran for. He also happens to be a Persian American. And as a Greek American, we share many common values and many common interests. And therefore, we have an even more powerful relationship that enables me to support him going forward. And I hope that the Persian community, when this is over, continues to give him the kind of outstanding support that they have given him during all of his elections.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And how to address this issue. And many families were suffering from
I know. I am worried about that.
Thank you. Was District 5 supervisor at this time. And our community.
Oh, great. Yes, we saw that. Thank you.
Representative. Every incident.
How are you feeling
Every
today?
incident.
Let me take care of the car and feel.
He helped to bring the city together to coordinate.
Hi, Eliana. This is Faroman.
How are you?
How are you doing?
Good.
How do you feel today?
Good. This is amazing. The
This is
support.
great.
Yes, and
Everybody
I hope the
wants
mayor and the supervisors be here listening to people.
Thank you. You're looking great and good luck.
Bring attention to lives that have been lost.
Women, I witnessed Ross Mirkarimi always helping Iranian women for their rights. How could he be an abuser? He was there with us in City Hall rallies for Iranian women's rights. It was there for freedom, for women's rights. And it really breaks my heart that I see that they want to take him out because he's not
ما اینجا به خاطر راس میرکریمی هستیم برای اینکه احساس میکنیم که اتفاقی که افتاده برای همه ایرانی‌ها مهمه، برای بچه‌های ما مهمه، برای آینده ما تو آمریکا مهمه. حالا که یه دونه آفیشایی داریم که 7 ایرانیان هست و لحظه ایرانی داره دارن این بلا رو سرش میبرن، این میتونست به جاهای خیلی بالا برسه، شهردار بشه، بعدش بخواد میر بشه، کم کم بره تو کنگره، ولی متاسفانه دارن زیرابشو میزنن و ما ایرانی‌ها بعد همه به هم کمک بکنیم، ایمیل کنیم به بورد آف سوپروایزر سان فرانسیسکو بگیم که this is not right, this is not justice، انصاف نیست و واقعا شاید به خاطر نژاد پرستی یا هر علت دیگه در چیزای شخصی و پالیتیکسه که این مرد رو دارن به پایین میارن و این خیلی برای ما ایرانی‌ها مهمه، برای اینکه اگه ما می‌خوایم اینجا مثل ماینوریتی‌های دیگه مثل هندی‌ها و مثل چینی‌ها قدرت داشته باشیم از اینجاها باید شروع بشه.
خیلی متشکرم.